that's requisite for me.
I'm the same way.
Something happened between, I have a pretty good idea
Mhm.
between you and Lindsay on that charter school,
Mhm.
you know, the
Yes.
17 million. I want to hear your version of that, because again, that's about trust, and that's also
Mhm.
about my family. I mean,
Sure.
I love my uncle,
No,
and again, without going into what I know or suspect, I know he has had a good relationship with you,
Yeah.
and I'm not dumb to the fact that it changed after that. Why did you do that?
So,
And if you tell me it was cause of political necessities, dude, I get it. I walked in here saying what I did to you was political
I
necessities.
mean, and it's exactly what I told Lindsay, and I will tell you too, as Lindsay and I politically see things eye to eye.
Because y'all are both pragmatists, as am I.
Absolutely. And we know that we've got to move the ball. Public education, he and I wouldn't say that we're like completely in agreement with everything. But I would say 95+% we are.
Which is a lot, if you agree with 95% of anybody.
Yeah. And listen, Lindsay, it's the reason I put him in education chair, because it is my biggest issue, and it is the issue that I am the most passionate about, that I care the most, is when I focus my efforts. And Lindsay's a guy I can trust to get it done. So I just told Lindsay point blank, I said, Lindsay, the SSO bill, I gotta have it. And
Why did you have to have it? I mean, because I know you rely upon him, and he felt so, I mean, he knows his shit. And like, I know you trust his judgment in education, and he knows his shit, so
Yeah.
why did you have to have that so bad? I mean, because I love him, and I mean, I can
I
see the
love you.
pain on him, because it's 35-1.
It was bad.
Well, I mean, why? Because,
So-
I mean, you turned on him, and there would be reasons for that, so why did you have to have it?
Exactly the reason I told Lindsay, he needed to listen to me. It ain't about public policy, Lindsay. It's about politics. There's a group that was getting ready to put $3 million
Oh, shit.
Mr. Pro-choice, Mr.
Charter, voucher.
Yeah.
So someone's gonna put $3 million into his or yours, and it was sort of a...
No. They weren't putting it into mine. They were going to back Hunter. The deal had already been done. And I said, Lindsay, I feel like Lindsay every year I feel that bill, Lindsay, and we beat it to a pulp. And all the choice people out there, school choice people.
Who was he talking to? I mean, who was he talking to that was gonna do that for him? The Walton Foundation?
Yes. There is a shitload of choice money that is out there. I mean, a shitload. And that's all they care about, is their only issue. And $3 million in IE would have been,
Oh, no, if he got $3 million from the Walton Foundation, he'd have been money.
Oh.
I mean, that makes him formidable.
Yeah. He would not, he ran out of money in his own campaign, because he had nothing to spend in the last, down the finish line. But had he had $3 million that they put behind him against me? Back to Lindsay.
So you sat him down, you said...
I said, Lindsay, I gotta have it. He said, Casey, I'm Adam. I said, Lindsay, listen, this is not about policy, this is about politics. And he said, let me just resign so you can do what you need to do. I said, Lindsay, no.
I think that's what hurt him, is he actually thought that you were going to back him on it, and then...
No. And this is where and I'm meeting with him.
He and I haven't talked about, I haven't talked to him since I lost.
Yeah. So
I just tell something happened.
No. He's upset with me. I talked to him today. And we're meeting face to face because he wanted to, like typical.
It runs in the family.
Yeah, right. But he said, I want to meet with you. So we're meeting next Wednesday in my office. But this is the deal. I said, Lindsay, I gotta have that bill out of committee. I gotta have it. And either you're gonna give me the bill out of committee, or I'm gonna have to work around you, because I gotta have this. This is not policy. This
hate to do this. I said, but I'm not gonna let you resign because, one, you're too good of a friend, and I don't want this thing blowing up on you and I on this, and I just need you to work with me. And so I said, what I really want you to do is give me a bill that you can live with, and I can live with. And I gave him some parameters. He never could get comfortable with that. And I said, Lindsay, you need to understand, this bill's it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Because I had to keep the money away from Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was playing defense. I'm being honest with you.
No,
I
look.
just hate to be. I hate to be.
You being honest with me on this, when I asked you about the girl stuff, this makes me feel better that I feel like we're dealing straight up with one another.
No. Yeah.
I mean, I wondered how. Again, we had. There's so many things I'd do different if I did my race over again. But I mean, the super PAC money is a really big deal. I mean, you know.
Oh. It's the reason that we, the reason there's one out there, is because if you just don't know what's coming.
How do you keep Brian from getting that stuff? I mean, that $3 million that they were going to shop around to the Georgia governor's race. I mean, how do you keep him from getting that stuff in this runoff if Hunter goes to him?
Because I delivered. I mean, they're not. There's no way they would back. There's no way they would back anybody else. No way. No way. And again, because they wanted that $100 million SSO.
Instance.
And and I was the one guy standing in the way. Now, is it bad public policy between me and you? It is, and I can tell you how it is 1,000 different ways. And Lindsay, to his credit, which I love and I value, is he is a man of principle, and he is a place in his life to where, you know what, he'll give a shit, he can go home and he can be fine. He ain't looking for another race.